And you mentioned having a mentor
Yeah.
just a second ago. How important is having a mentor for you? And should every person starting a business have a mentor? Is it necessary?
Yeah, I think it really helps. So what I did was when I was 18, 19, I was struggling to be able to meet up with entrepreneurs for coffees. They kept saying no or just not answering or whatever. So what I did was I started a podcast where I just interview business owners, and it helped maybe a similar format to what you guys are doing, and it actually helps get people on the phone way more likely than they would if you just cold DM them looking for a Zoom or a coffee. So I actually met Garret Flower through that, but I interviewed like Gary Fox, Entrepreneur Experiment, interviewed Devin Hughes at Buy Me, and lots of other business owners, and Garrett just happened to come down to our offices after the podcast. He was like, "Hey, do you want to do a bit of a whiteboard session on your business?" We're like, "Yeah, this guy's 10 years more in business than us, and he's done all this cool stuff. He's already had a couple exits. Yeah, let's do it." And he tore our business to shreds and took on the whiteboard, and he left. And Eric and I spent like 3 hours walking loops that evening, discussing everything and like what do we do and whatever else. And it started very off very informally, and then we formalized it by actually having him as someone that actually we had, and he's been a mentor of mine for over 4 years now. And again, there's other people now that I'd ring about specific things and over time, but I think the biggest thing that Garrett actually gave us was he really broke the glass ceiling of what we thought was possible. The guy really is a visionary in the sense of the word. Like he really believes, and it's no wonder that he spent over a 3 year period. He's able to go to the US and get Fortune 100 companies because he just believes. He's like, why can't I do that? And just being around a dude like that and him pushing me from a very young age has definitely enabled me to really open up my mind of what we think is possible, and had huge impact on Eric and I. That plus many other upsides as well. So I do think so. But I just think it's ensuring that it's getting someone that's aligned with you and someone who it's very clear of the skills that they can bring to the table that you want to benefit from. I do see a lot of people that just pay just general business consultants, and I think it's better to look at someone. And again, I got lucky with Gareth. Again, he can end up unlucky in this, but I think looking at it very blatantly of like, what has this person done that you want to do? Garrett had gone the tech route, gone to the US, raised money, sold to one of the biggest companies on the planet. Plus, his mindset was like nothing he'd ever met before. So every time I was around him, I learned so much. So I think it's really important. I think it can be hugely impactful. It has been for me, but it wasn't something I sought out. I just generally want to build my network because maybe we'll like be able to sell a website or something. Like there was no master plan in it, but it happened that Garrett kind of stuck around, and we're now, he's now involved in Magnate now, and I think he's been a mentor and friend for over 4 years now.